Say hello to the 2025 GMC Yukon, a mid-cycle refresh, but a pretty substantial one. We have new exterior styling cues, technology, interior, and trims. For the first time ever, we have a GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate next to the Denali Ultimate. So let's get up close today, check out the exterior, interior, and some of the new offerings for the updated Yukon. Let's start off by checking out the new AT4 Ultimate trim, the model here on the left. This is all new. We've had the AT4, AT4X across the GMC lineup, but what exactly is the AT4 Ultimate? Well, it takes the AT4 off-road trim and just makes it a bit more luxurious, kind of blending some elements from the Denali Ultimate. So this is new only for the Yukon here. And we have the off-road stuff. So we got 20-inch wheels here with the all-terrain tires. With the air suspension, you can have an increase in 2 inches of ride height. There's a skid plate underneath. You see the red tow hooks, but there's some luxury touches which you'll see on the inside. The grille is slightly different. You see the AT4 badging here, updated headlights, which we'll get more up close to in a moment. But on the inside, what makes this an Ultimate is the nicer materials and the luxury touches too. So you get the cool leather texturing here, AT4 Ultimate badging, the Bose sound system with these speakers in the headrest, massaging seats and so forth. And in the second row, we have the regular captain's chairs here. Wait till you see the executive seating in the Denali Ultimate. That one is getting really, really nice. But this is a look at the AT4 Ultimate, which just adds more luxury to the regular AT4. There will not be an AT4X for the Yukon, but there will be the availability of the 3-liter diesel Duramax across all of the Yukon trims. You can get that in the AT4, AT4 Ultimate, and the Denali Ultimate, which for the previous pre-refresh one, just essentially was like a GMC version of a Cadillac Escalade. They really stepped up the luxury, but it was almost like a sleeper luxury SUV, right? It had all the features, the tech, the materials, but not quite as much over the top as you would feel driving an Escalade. That being said, this one here is on 24-inch wheels. These are absolutely enormous. They actually fit the overall size of the SUV quite well, but man, 24-inch wheels, huge. They are a two-tone with a machine finish there. That's actual machining passes, which is pretty cool. And they really love the laser etching and the Denali logo etched there on one of those spokes. So 24-inch wheels on this Denali Ultimate. Coming around back, and then we'll swing back up front, you see updated taillights. They have the animation sweep when you unlock, approach the vehicle. We have square exhaust tips here that have a slight offset to them, which is pretty cool. It ties in with like the updated GMC Acadia too. And with the Denali models, they relegate the GMC badge down to the corner because Denali has so much brand equity. They put that right in the middle. People are very proud of driving some form of Denali, whether it's a Yukon or a Sierra or whatever it is. So there's the updates to the rear end of the Yukon, but now let's come up front. Oh yeah, also, there's a little Ultimate badge there on the side. So it's very subtle. You kind of have to know that it's got the Vader chrome trim and the little tiny accents. Otherwise, it may just look like a big Yukon Denali to you. The headlights have been updated, which really remind me of the upcoming Sierra EV. So a slightly new shape in line with like the trucks and so forth. And they've updated the lenses too, so it's a more smooth diffusion of the lighting, all LED lighting of course, and you have the sweeping approach when you unlock and approach the vehicle. And you see a little Denali detail there, along the fog lamps below, and the grille itself, Vader chrome, so much more subtle, not shiny bright chrome. It's a little more understated. And this GMC logo up front has the topography of Mount Denali inside. That is a really, really cool detail. I'll show you inside. They really carry the whole topography theme all over the vehicle. And you'll see nice brown leather everywhere and that topography theme on the back of the seats, inside the badging there too. Headrests have the Bose speakers, not only in the first row, but also in the second row because we have executive seating here. So this actually essentially matches the front seats. You have the same bolstering. Usually when you have the captain's chairs in the second row, they're kind of more flat, right? They're not as sculpted, so they're not going to be as comfortable as your front seats. But these are pretty much the front seats moved to the second row. You even have the speakers in the headrest, the Bose surround sound speakers. You have the same Ultimate badge there with the topography and also the GPS coordinates, the cross stitching, the perforation, their massage, heated and cooled, controlled through this 8-inch touchscreen in the back, which also does your climate. You see USB-C charging ports, HDMI ports. You have a full outlet if you want to plug in something back here or charge a laptop and so forth. So the second row seats in this Denali Ultimate are properly nice. More little details on the door sill plate. It says Denali Ultimate with the GPS coordinates again and more of that topography theme. Let's go ahead and hop into the front row. So the Denali Ultimate comes with Super Cruise as standard. You see the display here on the steering wheel, the little camera that watches you. All trims will have Super Cruise available across the entire lineup, and the trims have been simplified. So at the top, we have the Denali Ultimate, the AT4 Ultimate, there's the regular AT4, there's the regular Denali, and they've consolidated the SLT and SLE into just the elevation trim. But all of them do also get this massive infotainment screen here in the middle. It's a 16.8-inch screen, vertically oriented, contrasting with kind of a lot of horizontal elements across the dash here. Got the step down here, so you lower this part of the passenger dashboard for better visibility. More of that topography theme on this wooden trim here. But back to the screen. This screen here still has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's got nice graphics here. It is very large. You can actually split screen it and show multiple different things on the screen at the same time. And you still have physical redundant controls. The volume knob here is actually integrated onto the screen itself, and then you have physical toggles for your climate control settings and so forth. We have a column-mounted electric shifter now for selecting park, reverse, neutral drive, and so forth. You still have physical buttons here for all sorts of things like your drive mode, your four-wheel drive select, your headlights, camera shortcuts, and so forth. So plenty of tech. You see the 360 overhead view camera pulled up on the screen here. And this was one of my coolest little things. Check this out. Secret hidden storage on the top, right? So this right here is a button. So they brought back the hidden little storage compartment for your sunglasses, or maybe like your wallet or something you want out of sight. But there's even more modular functionality for storage. So this center console area, right? Pretty spacious bin, nice leather. You have the Ultimate badge here again with the GPS coordinates and the topography and the stitching. But I can actually make it move backwards. Up here, look at this. There we go. It slides back. It's powered, which means it opens up this giant storage area here if you want to put like a bag or something like that. And then there's more secret storage hiding down there. And you can actually still slide the armrest forward here. So you still have an armrest with the storage below. That's really cool. A lot of modular configuration here. And then we can open up these storage compartments for your wireless phone charger, cup holders. So it is extremely practical. A lot of this is made possible by moving a shifter to here, obviously. The screen feels nicely integrated. So pretty impressed with the storage and configurability here up front. And go ahead and move this center console back. Of course, we also have the digital rear view mirror, tons of standard safety, convenience features, and so forth. This will also have the proximity tailgate opening where you just keep the key in your pocket, you approach, stand there for 3 seconds, and it auto opens. No need to press any buttons, no need to kick underneath or anything like that. Plenty of tech and luxury for the Denali Ultimate. Spent some time with the Denali Ultimate, and it literally felt like a GMC version of the Cadillac Escalade. In terms of the powertrain, we have the 5.3 gas V8, the 6.2 gas V8, and the 3-liter Duramax Diesel available. The diesel has been updated slightly and now makes 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque, all available with the 10-speed automatic transmission, and of course towing. When properly equipped, the new Yukon can tow 8,500 pounds. The AT4 Ultimate is actually what really intrigues me because it sounds like customers wanted that off-road ability, but not quite as extreme as an AT4X, right? Like I've driven the Canyon AT4X off-road and the AEV versions. We went off-roading in Montana. It was pretty intense, really capable, but honestly, people buying Yukons don't necessarily need that, but they like the rugged look, right? The personality of the truck, the way it looks on the road and in the driveway, in the garage, and so forth. But they wanted the nice leathers and the luxury touches, so this really does step it up a bit. Take another look inside here. You see the same big 16.8-inch vertical screen. This is the same kind of modular storage capability there too. But the badging, AT4 Ultimate, AT4 Ultimate. You don't get the topography element. That's for the Denali Ultimate here, right? Because obviously this is not a Denali trim, but still you get speakers in the headrest with the Bose sound system, get nice perforation, the red stitching there, and everything is kind of blacked out. AT4 Ultimate badge there, and again, a little secret storage compartment. I'm a big fan of that. That's pretty cool. Super Cruise also available there. Get the sunroof. So AT4 Ultimate, if you want some off-road capability, but you want a little bit more luxury, but not quite the Denali Ultimate. So a lot of different flavors of the new GMC Yukon, depending on what kind of experience you want. So I have a question. Why is this the AT4 Ultimate and not an AT4X?
Yeah, great question. So we looked at doing an AT4X on Yukon, but what we found with Yukon customers versus, for example, the Sierra customers, is that really they're not going rock climbing, they're not going extreme off-roading. We found that the AT4 customers, they really liked the off-road rugged persona of the AT4, but they really wanted the amenities of the Denali Ultimate. They wanted the technologies, they wanted the interior to be as nice and luxurious, and they couldn't, AT4 wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite to the level of the Denali Ultimate. So what we did is we basically took the AT4, made an Ultimate version of it, made the content, the technology, and kept the bold, rugged appearance, and called it an AT4 Ultimate. So that's kind of the difference why we didn't do an AT4X.
I see. Do we expect AT4 Ultimate on other GMC trims?
Right now it is just planned for Yukon, so there is no plans for anyone else to get an Ultimate, very just Yukon specific. Okay,
so you can do AT4, AT4 Ultimate, no AT4X for the Yukon because of the reasons explained. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
So there we go. First look checking out the new GMC Yukon 2025 model year. Pretty substantial mid-cycle, as you can see, right? It's not just new lights and a fascia and maybe a new screen. It's quite a lot. New trim with the AT4 Ultimate. It's very, very interesting. 24-inch wheels on the Denali Ultimate. I like the updates on the inside. Excited to drive one, see what it's like. Personally, I think I get a Denali Ultimate because after spending some time with it and the 3-liter Duramax combo, I think that would be a fantastic, luxurious, but a little more subtle daily driver SUV for you and your family. But excited to get behind the wheel of the 2025 Yukon when these are ready. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick first look video. Thanks for watching.